the main industries which for the jobs market were the wharfs, obviously. There's a lot of manpower there required for loading, unloading. Wool stores, that was big business, where the wool used to come in and they had to be baled, and then prior to the sale the wool buyers would come in and the bales had to be opened up so they could inspect the wool so they could estimate what value they bid on for them. There was fishing boats, of course. That was quite an industry. There was trucks that used to leave Napier for Palmerston North every day. When the fishing boats used to come in, they used to load the catch onto these trucks which packed with ice, and they used to go down to on their way to Palmerston North. Empty trucks used, I believe, from what Frank was saying, used to leave Palmerston North and they'll meet at maybe Woodville or somewhere like that, or Dannyburg, and the drivers would just swap over. And so the Palmerston North driver would pick up the full load and continue on to Palmerston North, and the Napier driver would then take the empty one back for the next day's trip down again. Timber yards, that was a big business. There was Bull Brothers and Manson and Clark was one, but they had a big fire maybe in the early 40s. I think it was during the war period. They were just in Outram Street, and yeah, big yards. I can remember stacks of timber, air drying, big long lengths of probably 20 or 30 feet lengths of timber, and each layer had a cross beam going across so that keep it a gap so the air could flow through and thus air dry the timber. And it used to be in those stacks for, always seemed to me, for years before they'll use it. It'd be completely dry so that you don't get any wet timber and all the trouble we got now with kiln drying and all the rest of it. And then the transport, that was quite a big business. There was I can remember three. Barry Brothers, of course, was one. Williams and Cray was another, and F.G. Smith. They were transporting firms, and they cartage ordinary produce plus livestock and wool and all that sort of thing. So they were, and the tobacco factory. That was another one that had a fairly good number in the workforce. So they were the main, my recollections anyway, the main industry.